Today on Tony the Tune Maker, we're headed out to the desert to find a quiet, remote spot to record a song and shoot a video. You gotta check this out. It's gonna be great. Hi, I'm Tony the Tune Maker, and this show is all about recording, editing, and mixing music and videos. So whether you're a musician or not, this show is for you. If you spend enough time in the studio, you're bound to get burnt out, lose your creativity, and it's gonna get dull. You gotta find a way to get inspired, a way to capture and record the magic.
Like a horn.
That's great. Hey, Lukey, you wanna try it? Yeah, let Lukey do it. Or maybe it's just the opposite, where you just can't get into a recording studio. Woo! Well, here's what you can do. So how do we do this without electricity? Well, let's put together a battery-operated mobile porta-studio. Pretty much, you can throw it in your backpack. For the video, just about all camcorders come with battery packs. I use a battery-operated 4-track recorder. There's plenty of them out there you can find. Or you can just use your cell phone and get a 4-track app. To power my mics, I use a battery-operated Phantom power supply box. The bass doesn't need much. Just plug it into your recorder, unless you have a direct box that's battery-operated. Now for the effects, such as reverb and echo, there are plenty of battery-operated effects pedals out there that you can use on your guitars, vocals, keyboards, bass. My keyboard is light and portable, and it runs off of batteries for hours. Now, before we go out into this remote spot, whether it be a cave, the desert, the cabin, whatever it might be, you should make an equipment list. Otherwise, you're gonna forget something. When I got out here, I discovered, there was a couple things that I did forget. A little clip that goes on the hi-hat stand that holds the hi-hats together. And I also forgot my seat. I had half the seat, had the cushion part. So what I did is I finagled another seat out of a snare stand that I had, luckily. I had two snare stands. So it worked out.
Holding out, watching you, sneaking up on my eye. Hey,
Now here's a couple of things you should consider when you're recording outside, not in a soundproof room or a studio. Well, making Sneaking Up on You, I had to have everything well rehearsed. And then I came out here and I played each part the whole way through. There was no punching in and out. It's kind of like I was recording a live band. Planes going over, wind blowing, birds screaming. So if I got a take that was really good and all of a sudden here comes a plane, I had to start again. Go over, turn everything off, turn it back on, do it again. I came out the night before. It was a full moon, so it gave me a chance to set everything up so I can just get up and get at it at 6 a.m. For the vocals, I'm going to place a 414 about 6 to 8 inches away with a pop screen to avoid any pops from any P's that I might pronounce. For the guitar, I'm going to place a Neumann mic about 10 inches away near the 12th fret with both mics plugged into a phantom power supply box. For the drums, it's the same mics, one on the kick and one has an overhead. The bass, just plug straight into the recorder, or better yet, use a direct box. The keyboards are kind of like the bass, but in stereo and without a direct box. Just straight into the recorder and play. Here's a tip for the day. If you want to narrate a vocal or record an acoustic instrument like guitar, cello, or a mandolin, you're probably not going to want a lot of room sound, like sound bouncing off the walls. Well, here's how you can get a sound-absorbing spot without an expensive soundproof room. Take some blankets and hang them in a corner of a room, preferably the whole room, and place your mic towards the blankets. It seems like just the opposite, but you have to think of your mic as a camera. Wherever you point it is what you're going to get. If I turn the mic around and now say something like, "Hi, I'm Tony the Tune Maker," you're going to hear sound bouncing off the walls in the room. Now that we're done recording it, we can mix it, master it, and put it on our iPod to share with the world. The concept of making videos is simple. Take plenty of shots, edit out the ones you don't want, and keep the ones that tell your story. Kind of like these. Here's the deal. Well, with Sneaking Up on Me, to record, but I finally got it. It took me a while, and it's gonna get dull. It all worked out, so I was very happy. Capture the magic. Uh-oh. How the bass player is a little more recording studio. Now check this out. I'm going to edit this video using an 8-point garbage mat. If you've never done it, you have to see this. Here I have 4 tracks, and I'm going to start with the guitar as the background and dub in the rest. Go into the effects control panel and turn off the top 2 layers. Select the second layer and apply the 8-point garbage mat. Select this icon and you'll see all the 8 points appear on the program monitor. You can drag these points anywhere you want on the monitor and it just creates a crop. Now we'll turn on the third video track, move the timeline over so you can see it, select it, and apply another 8-point garbage mat and edit it just like we did the drums. Now we'll turn on the last video track, apply the 8-point garbage mat, select the icon again, and drag the points to crop the bass player. Notice that the bass player's lighting is slightly different from the rest. We'll fix that. So let's scroll up to the color correction bin and select the fast color corrector. Notice the colored wheel, and you can click on it, drag it around, and watch the colors change on the bass player. You can scrub the timeline and make detailed changes until you're satisfied. When you're finished editing your video, you can share it with the world by putting it on YouTube. And Premiere has just the export setting for YouTube. Well, we've completed our video, we've completed our audio, so let's sit back, watch, and listen. I'm Tony the Tune Maker. See you next time. Take 2, song 6.
Like a gentle breeze, I feel your love sneaking up on my heart. I can't hide and I won't try. Just holding on, watching you sneaking up on my heart. Hey, darling, it's you I love. Stars I'm finding, hey darling, it's you I need. Like the sun and moon, I feel your love sneaking up on my heart. I can't hide and I won't try. I'm just holding out, watching you sneaking up on. I can always tell when you're right there, sneaking up on my heart, sneaking up on my sneaking up on